You know, Y-Tribes is interesting because I didn't know much about it until I was kind of coerced into joining from some of the older guys. And I'll tell you, it's a hidden gem.
It's a program that, you know, the parents can spend time with their kids and learn something new, and you're away from TV and video games, and there's no distractions like that. It's just quality time
in nature.
In nature, yeah.
It was originally called the Indian Guides, and it was started by an actual Native American who thought that the settlers from Europe could benefit from the father-son relationships that the Native Americans had. They thought they had a spiritual relationship, and they're in touch with nature. Fathers and sons could spend time together. Over the years, they started having father-daughter tribes.
Y-Tribes is really a lot about the father and daughter and son relationship, and building that in a way that's laid back and kind of carefree in terms of there's all kinds of activities you can do at camp, all kinds of activities you can do throughout the school year in terms of meetings and building pinewood derby cars and rocket shoots and the turkey shoot, which we don't shoot turkeys. It's just a way to earn patches, much like Cub Scouts, but a little bit more laid back.
My biggest moment that really got me hooked into this was that first camp that we went to. And when we were at that camp, the number of activities that we were able to do, you know, as a father with son at the time, Emma wasn't involved. You know, but just the amount of time we really got to spend together.
When they go on Friday night to the camps, a large percent of Grandview's elementary school is there. So it's like a giant sleepover for all the kids. And of course on Friday night it's pretty tough to get them to sleep because it's like a giant sleepover and they're running all over the place.
What time do we go to bed?
At like 11:30 or like 10:30.
The kids have a lot of fun, I can tell you that, and I think that they would, I know for sure that they will always remember this and remember it fondly.
Is it stopped? It is. Oh, that's a ghetto.
No.
We have a kickball game. It's usually kids versus parents, and the kids always like that. We have a canoe race. So not only do we have a father, daughter, son canoe race, but we also have a dad's canoe race to keep it fun. And I think there's a level of independence that the kids get here at camp, where while there's structure, there's a bit of independence where they can go around and kind of fill the day with whatever activities they want. And I think it provides them with that independence, and it allows them to grow up.
The clinching moment was really the ceremony at fall camp. They had the ceremony, and I walked through that and watched everything. I thought, wow, this is pretty cool.
Welcome, Braves and Braves candidates, to the Kitchen Note and Council Fire.
Make me wise, so that I may remember the things that you have taught my people, by understanding the lessons in each leaf and rock, and that we must work together in order for the wheel to turn.
The respect that everybody has for each other. It's kind of like one big family, really. It's really cool.
Let the cries ring out!
I didn't know too many people in the community before Y-Tribes, and some of my best friends now are dads that I've met here. And so it started off as something that I wanted to do just to spend time with my kids and do for my kids. And now I have just as much fun at Y-Tribes as my kids do.
It's not just spending time with your kids, as they said, but being able to spend time with other dads. You know, and especially when you're starting out new to a community, it's a great way to get to meet people that your kids are gonna grow up with the rest of their life.
You know, I think the greatest thing about Y-Tribes is getting to meet new guys that, you know, you may not get a chance to hang out with and get to know very well.
After the first camp, I met quite a few friends. It was, like I said, a first involvement in this community, and now I'm still friends with those people today.
Probably my favorite activity is competing in the hockey at winter camp.
And some of my favorite memories were, like he said, competing against the other people, and the canoe races were fun.
I'd say my favorite memories of Y-Tribes would be just building friendships with people I'm still friends with today. And
my favorite memories, I guess, would just being with all my friends down there, and like my dad said, the winter hikes at winter camp. And even when I see my friends now, we still talk about Y-Tribes like it was yesterday.
You get to spend time a lot with your dad, and you bond with them through a bunch of activities and your friends. And you also make new friends.
To be clean and